Once you understand which containers hold which blueprint spawns, you can potentially find every blueprint you're looking for in a single run. Today, I'm going to show you one of those loot runs. We're going to hit up every container type in the game to give you a chance to get every blueprint you could ever need. Attachments, augments, healing blueprints, grenade blueprints. Absolutely everything under the sun that you can think of can be found along this route. Besides quest blueprints and Stellamontis blueprints, right? Now, the map condition you choose is going to change a couple things. If you do a storm event, you're going to get the snap hook blueprint. If you do a night event, you're going to be able to get the Tempest and Wolfpack blueprint in these same containers. If you're doing a day event, I would try to aim for a harvester because most people are busy with the queen, giving you more chance to loot containers. You won't be able to get any of the special event modifier blueprints on that run though, but you'll probably get more containers to loot for yourself. Bear in mind, this is a non-clickbait run, so I'm showing you all of the container types. I'm not guaranteeing you that you're going to find a blueprint every single time. I'm just showing you where you can get blueprints. The truth is, finding a blueprint is down to luck. You've got about a 3% chance per container to get a blueprint. As long as you follow this route, eventually you'll get all of the blueprints you need. This run is going to depend on where you start in the raid. For me, I'm going to run it from testing annex towards research and admin, towards primary facility, then hydro, and then ruby residence. If you spawn on the other side of the map, you can just do the run backwards, essentially. So we'll come down here to testing to start our run. Now on this run, I'm going to do something a little bit different. As I open containers, I'll talk about the container type and overview of what... Whoa, no way that guy actually did that, bro. That's crazy, dude. I literally just said, don't shoot on that guy. Can't believe it. Believe it. Oh, this is an interesting start to the run, isn't it? Oh, it's another guy. Got it. Alright, well, we're just going to ignore him. If he comes in, we'll shoot him later. We'll run out of ammo soon. He's on a free kit, I'm sure. So, we start... We're going to here first. Hello.
Don't shoot!
Yeah, I'm friendly. Watch out. Ah! There's a bad guy outside, man. Watch out, okay? These are just general residential style containers. So in here, you could get attachment blueprints. So they're worth checking. These here are industrial style containers. We're going to come down here and go to the more important room. We'll come down this way. And then turn the stairs down here like so. Ooh. And then, just check in here really quickly, because there might be a security here. It's a new spot. So there's a security breach to grab. By the way, security breaches can have the same blueprints that you get in raider containers. So, Venator, Toro, gun parts blueprints, but it seems very rare. Now, once you've done that, we can come back up. We can just take this ladder here. Saves a bit of time. And we're going to go into the most important room in here. Through this door. To the lab section. And this is where you're going to be able to get medical containers and also augment containers. So these ones have already been looted through. But augments and medical blueprints here, right? And make sure to check behind, because sometimes the containers can spawn up against the wall here, which is actually extra looting potential that a lot of people miss out on. I'll be able to show you some in a second. Come through here. For example, there's one here that this player missed. So we're going to grab that one. And then this one here as well. These are all medical style containers where you could and certainly find blueprints. Let's check behind here quickly. Oh, none there. Okay. Those have all been looted by that player already. One here, look. That player missed that one. Okay. So, the thing is about this is you've only got a certain percent chance of getting blueprints. But I just want to show you the container locations, okay? There's more in here. I might not get them this time. You might not get them this time. But if you keep doing this route, eventually you will get them. It's just a case of probability. Oh, dear. And now what I like to do is come up here. There's one more container here. What we're going to do now is climb up this way, like so. Just recharge our shields a quick second. Climb up here. Make sure the Rocketeer isn't on us. We've got to remember that there was a bad guy outside as well. Let's just wait for that. Climb up. And then you're going to drop down and move backwards or spamming jump. Okay, somehow it didn't work. You're supposed to be able to jump on that thing. Usually it does work. We're going to come through here. We're going to avoid the Rocketeer now and come down this way alongside this route here. Now, there's a little thing up here that we want to take a quick detour for, as long as the Rocketeer's backed off. We could get I believe, a Raider bag or a grenade case up here, potentially. They're worth getting because they can have all of the early game weapon blueprints. So, you know, Il Toro, Venator, Toronte, Osprey, Anvil, the gun pouch blueprints as well. I'll show you the location for it. It might not spawn. I'll show you. Just got to wait for this Rocketeer to go by a second. As long as we stay underneath it, we'll be fine. Okay, so we come up here. And it will be up there. It didn't spawn, though, unfortunately. The Raider backpack up here, though. So this is where you could get blueprints. Like the Anvil blueprint. There we go. First blueprint of the video. Nice. As I feel like that's one that a lot of people look for. You just really have to be careful of this Rocketeer. If you just stay here, it's got a yellow light right now. There we go. Back to normal. And then we're going to come down here this way. Another Raider backpack in here as well. So that's worth checking. Obviously, you're not going to get blueprints every time. But typically, the Raider-style container blueprint drop rate seems to be a bit higher than normal containers. Now we come down this way. And if you're looking for the tagging grenade, remote Raider flare, or one more blueprint I'll get on the screen. I can't remember what it was. Then this is the place. You want to loot these here. These can have those blueprints because they are electrical style containers. And that is electrical style blueprints. That's where they spawn. So sometimes you can get a lot of these here. Oh, barricade kit. That's it. Barricade kit. For some reason, barricade kit, tagging grenade, and remote Raider flares spawn in electrical style containers. So that's a good place to go there. Now what we're going to do is come up through this way and breach this. And we're going to go loot research and administration, which has a couple of different container types here. We're going to get residential and medical. And once again, medical is going to be giving you the chance to get augment blueprints and medical style blueprints like the defib, Vita spray, Vita shot. But more importantly, the residential loot is going to give you a bunch of chances to get other blueprints, namely attachment blueprints. Usually lower level attachment blueprints, but you can get higher level ones as well. These bins count as residential containers as well, so definitely check those out. They're really, really good. There can be another one that spawns over there. Didn't spawn in. So we come along through this way. Oh, a little bit of server lag. And then up here to the left. And we jump on up. There are so many containers in here. I know somebody's already been through, so that is something to consider. It doesn't mean we can't grab some loot. Right, so these are typical lockers. You could absolutely get blueprints in here as well. And then in each of these rooms, we'll often find all sorts of different container types. And I'll explain what they can drop as we go in. We're coming through here. I believe these are industrial style containers. Usually they are, which would actually give you access to grenade blueprints. So blaze nade, showstopper, trigger nade, explosive mine, that sort of thing. You can check the back to see if they spawned on that side as well. There's another Raider backpack here, so that's great. Another chance of getting the things that we need. Hang on, I'm just going to take those. It's really worthwhile. Yeah, so that's another chance of getting the Raider-style blueprints that we've been talking about. Over here, we've got a bunch of medical-style containers, so that's another chance of getting the augment and medical blueprints here. We're just going to double back on ourselves and go over to here. And this is not really worth looting. On night raids, though, you could get a level 3 attachment blueprints in there. So more medical style containers in here. They haven't loaded in though. Oh, there's a couple here. There we go. Electrical style container here. Right, so electrical blueprints. I can grab those batteries. And then in this room, we've got another electrical style container. We've got another medical style container here. We've got a key. A shotgun silencer. Okay. Sure. Another electrical style. Should really take all those batteries. And then over here, we've got more medical style containers. Could certainly spawn in medical blueprints. Another one over here. Oh, didn't get lucky this time. That's okay. And then we're going to come along back through this way. And there's more containers to grab here. Bunch of lockers to loot. They've already been looted. Here, there's a med bag. So this is a Raider-style container. You can get all of the same blueprints. Venator, Torre, Osprey, etc. Usually, there's a Raider backpack here as well. So another chance of the blueprints there. Someone's been through here already, though. And obviously, all of the lockers have already been looted. So now that we've done here, what we're going to do is go down to primary facilities. So we just need to go out this way. This is one of the most underrated places to get the grenade blueprints and explosives blueprints. The only exception, the tagging grenade and smoke grenade. The tagging grenade is in electrical containers. The smoke grenade is in residential loot, so like wardrobes and stuff. But if you need traditional grenade blueprints, so blaze nade, showstopper, explosive mine, trigger nade, this is the place. And also, interestingly enough, there is a very small chance, I don't know how small, that you can actually get augment blueprints from these same containers. I have no idea what causes it to happen, or if it's just an extremely low chance, but I have had it happen to me, and I've seen other players get it as well. So what I like to do is I'll run up along here, open all these breach boxes, and as we're going through here, what we're going to need to want to do... Oh, there's a rusted gear there. Look at that. What we're going to want to do is come along through and sort of open on this side first. It's just a little bit more convenient. Then just drop down here as we're going through. Check these containers here. These are the same industrial style loot, so you could get blueprints here. And also, this is a really, really good place to get magnets and springs. The rusted tools will break down into springs and mechanicals on the when you're back at the base. So I would suggest grabbing those. They're a bit heavy though, so if you come in with a smaller augment with less weight capacity, then you may run into a problem. But either way, we're just going to run through here, open in more of these boxes. Oh. Yep, and then we'll come through here. This is honestly one of the most underrated spots in the map. There's one more here. And I guess one of the most underrated spots in all of Arc Raiders because it just has so much good loot for, you know, springs. I think it's one of the best spring locations in the game. So, yes, you might not always get a blueprint every time, but if you need specifically those explosive blueprints, this is a place worth checking out. That one didn't load. That one did. We're going to breach this open. I'm going to show you a couple more Raider-style container locations in a second as well, which are worth opening, of course, for the traditional sort of loot. So now we've done a circle. We're coming down this way now. There's more containers there. They didn't spawn that time. What we can do is jump through this window, and we'll find a bunch more springs in here. Usually people do come through here, though. But there'll be some more containers here. And honestly, I don't know what this game, what these containers can drop blueprint-wise, because the loot there's a little strange. But yeah, they've been opened anyway. All right, and then we come down. Oh, one container that was missed. Come down through here. Ooh, okay, interesting. Wait a minute. I don't have any shield charges, dude. What's that? Oh, he's still there. I didn't bring any shield charges. Hold up. We got a dude to deal with. Thought I was in... The lobbies have been very mixed recently, so you got to keep your guard up. Let your guard down. I think he's on a Pharaoh. Oh, we can't come through. We can't come through. Where is he, dude? I'm going to peek him just to let him know himself. Well, we're just going to keep going then. If he's just going to keep holding the angle. What are we to do, man? Might have an anvil, though. Gonna come through this way. Up here. And here, you'll find 2 Raider-style containers. So once again, more chance of those blueprints. Same ones you've been talking about, right? 4 magnets in there. You gotta love that. And then a med bag, same deal. Same deal with the attachment blueprints. We've got another breachable here. Kind of scary doing this when there's a guy running around trying to kill me. Or rusted tools, of course. And there's some containers here as well. That can have, I believe, just normal... Well, I've seen an augment blueprint in there once again, so really weird. But they're kind of like traditional rusty office containers, so I feel like they still have industrial-style blueprints in. Some more containers here as well. All right. Oh, we can turn that into a spring. So we got a lot of springs here. You know, this is like, what, 13 springs? 14 now? Wait a minute. We're going to have to drop some things, aren't we? Don't need wires. Actually, I've got a lot. All right, we're done here. There's actually a couple more here as well. So we didn't get a blueprint this time to show you. But, you know, I put some footage on where you can see me getting blueprints here anyway. So you can see what kind of blueprints you can get. We open this now. Like so. Get all of these springs. And then we are going to come up towards Hydro now. So we're going to come up this way. Like so. And just going to take a little moment. Up this way. We need to just kind of avoid that flare, of course. Hydro is quite a high traffic area, so even on a Queen Harvester event, you might not get the chance to loot it. We're going to go over to this point here. See that? We'll run along this way, and we're going to jump in through here.
Down there.
Actually, you know what? What we could do instead is just come here. Come to this edge, right? And then you see that ledge there?
The water facility.
Jump on that. There's many ways to go down in here. Doesn't matter what direction you go. Eventually, but basically, you just want to go down to the bottom here. Right? Down to the bottom. Then I'll show you, as we make our pathing towards Hydro, which is the next loot zone, a few different containers for cases. Right? Weapon cases, etc. They might not spawn this time, but I'll show you the spawn location so you can check the route for yourself. That's weird. That one's not lootable. Okay, so we come through here like so. Just remember, you're looking for this kind of thing here. When you recognize this, you can find a weapon case right here. So keep that in mind. And as we come through here towards Hydro now, we're going to see a little hut out here. And you can indeed find a case in here as well. So you climb up the car. There can be a case up here. It didn't spawn, though, at this time. And then also, believe it or not, by this rock, can spawn a weapon case. I think it's this one. So this is where it is on the map. By this rock. Right, now that we've checked that spot, we're going to come in towards Hydro.
Let's go to the domes.
Oh, we've got a wasp on us. You have to loot the power tower. I don't know. I somehow ran out. Must out of meds as well. Okay. Put that there. We're coming towards Hydro now. We'll find the next spot to loot. I'm going to come in through this building first. This is like the main big one. So in here, you're going to find a mixture of different container types. And I'll just call out what they are as they go. But it's mostly industrial style here. So you're mostly going to get the same sort of things that we've been talking about just a minute ago. The grenade cases. This is an electrical style container that can spawn in though. It didn't this time. We've got an industrial style container here. Obviously, this is actually a medical style container, so you can get medical blueprints there. There's a weapon case there, which unfortunately has been looted already. Nobody's looted these yet, interestingly enough. Right, so we can open this as well. It's going to be another opportunity to get more industrial style containers. Come through here. Somebody died here. Oh no. Well, there's 2 more there. Like he died to a player. Okay, got to keep our wits about us. Through here, another industrial style set of containers here that we could use to loot. Or springs as well, which is crazy. Come down here. Like so. And, oh, did I miss one? Yeah, here as well. There's one more. Oh, can put that on the gun. Oh, yeah, I've got another weapon. I can put my attachments on there. Also, a weapon case can spawn around here as well. More rusted tools. It's pretty good going. Oh, another one there as well. Now that we've looted here, we're going to come along this way and go out here. Like so. Go towards the other big dome room. Watch out, there can be a bastion that walks along here, or a leaper sometimes, so keep your eyes peeled for that as well. And there's quite a few things in here. Firstly, there can be a security container here sometimes. There's a grenade case there. That can give you the same kind of blueprints as the weapon cases, sorry. And then another industrial style container option here, which we can grab. Obviously, you know, it depends on luck. Like, maybe we would be luckier next time. Maybe we wouldn't. It takes a few runs anyway. Another weapon case there. Another med bag for more containers there. Another...
All raiders, we have Ark on screen. 5 minutes left. Go find a way home. I repeat,
another industrial style container here. And look, there it is. We finally got one of the industrial style blueprints that I'm talking about. One of the grenade blueprints there. Right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to come along this way, up towards here, and make our way towards Ruby Residence. We've got a hatch key, so we don't need to worry about time here. We are making the most of the situation we're in, whilst we go out here. So, you know, it might not be exciting. We've only got 2 blueprints, but that's just based on luck. The important thing is we're hitting up the right containers and getting the right things. Right, I believe there could be like an ammo case in there, if I remember correctly. And then we're going to go to Ruby Residence now. And this Ruby Residence, all of the containers in Ruby Residence is where you will find all of your attachment containers. Right, so we just come up in here, and it's pretty straightforward. You just want to loot all of these containers in here. Obviously, they may have been looted because we're really late into the raid. But you just basically come through and loot what you can. Some places will have been picked apart. Some places won't be. And you'll be able to get loot based on what containers you hit up. Right? It seems like this has been looted, and it's no surprise. But we did manage to hit every single area on the map that we set out for, besides one, right? Ruby Residence has probably been looted dry. Got a couple more minutes to check the other spawns, so we could do that now. Have a little look. There's a raider hatch right there. If you're on the other side and you do the run in the opposite direction, then you have the Red Lakes hatch. So this run can be done on a day raid. You can run it to the very last minute and just leave by one of the hatches. Yeah, this has been looted already. But you'd get a bunch of attachment blueprints here as well. It's time for us to go and leave, so let's go and do that.
2 minutes left. Last chance
if you do take this hatch because you end the run in the same direction as me, there are a few more industrial style containers in this building that are worth checking out. Right in here. You will find them in here as well, but they've already been looted. I mean, not a surprise really. All right, there we go. That's the loot route.